Hello guys, once again welcome to my channel. Watch my video, comment. I am open-minded to any comments and any criticisms, any additions, any subtractions. We are all learning, so comment, like and share. So today I saw a video online in the news actually, and it's really close to my heart because I actually know a very close person of mine who fell a victim of this, and that is the Qnet. Qnet is, I think, it's an abbreviation or a short form for Qnet. So it's a scam actually, and I saw this video online, and I applaud the Ghana police, and I'm hoping that this initiative or whatever they are doing is being done in other countries because it's very terrible. So the caption read: the Anti-Human Trafficking Unit of the Criminal Investigations Department (CID) of the Ghana Police Service has rescued 110 victims, including Cameroonians and Ivorians, from a Qnet scam operation in Kuntunse Satellite this morning. 6 suspects, a woman, 3 Cameroonians, and 3 Burkinabes have been arrested in connection with this operation. Guys, this is really disheartening. And it's not even about the scam they are doing. This is more like human trafficking, and it's really sad. I personally know somebody who went through this, someone who was really dear to me, so I know how it goes about. And guys, watch the video.
Criminal Investigations Department (CID) has rescued 110 victims of a suspected Qnet scam operations at Kuntunse Satellite in the Greater Accra region. The victims, comprising Cameroonian and Ivorian nationals, were reportedly lured into the country with promises of lucrative employment opportunities. However, upon arrival, they were subjected to exploitative conditions under the guise of network marketing. The operation was conducted following weeks of surveillance and intelligence gathering by the police. According to police sources, initial findings suggest that the suspect used Qnet, a controversial online business platform, as a cover to recruit and exploit unsuspecting individuals from other West African countries. The CID has assured the public of its commitment to intensifying the fight against human trafficking and transactional scam operations, urging citizens to be cautious of fraudulent job offers, especially those requiring upfront payment or recruitment through unverified agents.
This situation has to be really controlled, and then they have to even abolish this Qnet. And I feel personally that it's very terrible. This is something that human trafficking is something that we needed to abolish long time ago. This is like slavery. Those who don't know Qnet, is a Ponzi scheme. They try to lower you and tell you that, hey, we have like lucrative jobs for you, or a business, or a proposal. And then it's mostly in Africa. A lot of people want to escape poverty and then like hardship. So when anybody mentions anything about opportunity outside the country, you hop on easily. Trust me, if our leaders were better, this wouldn't have happened, because many people have had jobs and had opportunities in our countries. I'm not going to cancel out other countries, but then Ghana and other countries like African countries. And what happens is they tell you, hey, we have a job in France, or we have a job in Canada, and bring this amount of money, we'll do everything for you, and then we'll let you go to Canada, without telling you that this is a Ponzi scheme, or this is like something that we are going to, it's a first stage or first phase to something. Then they take your money, take your passport, and take everything from you, your property, anything that you have holding with you. They'll take it away from you, and then they'll tell you to come all the way from your country if you're from Cameroon. And what happens is they don't even put you in a country that you are familiar with. Like, say if somebody is from an English speaking country like Ghana, they take them all the way to French speaking countries, whereby if you're not able to speak French, there's nobody you can even communicate with when you're outside. They let them live in unbearable conditions. The food that they eat is very terrible. Initially, instead of, I don't understand how someone wants you to travel outside the country, and then initially when they tell you that, hey, take a car or a bus from your country to a different country or a neighboring country. It doesn't sound right to me, because you don't go outside from Africa to like Canada with a bus. You should expect having a flight ticket. And you know, these tests come to those people by some circumstances. Probably if it was me, I probably would have fallen for it in time of hardship. And I cannot blame them for what they've gone through, because you cannot say, hey, this person is a stupid person because the person fell for this scam. Trust me, if you probably was in that situation, you would have been worse. Yours would have been worse, honestly. So I know it's hard, but the fact that people are using this to traffic human beings, they take you to a different country whereby you cannot even speak their language, so there's no way you can say, oh, I'm going to escape. First of all, you get there, they take your passport, they take all your belongings, your phone, they monitor your phones like strictly. No matter what you do, if you're making any call, they monitor the call strictly. They monitor anything that you do. They make these people act as though they were in a foreign country. So what they do is they go to the malls or big places, and then when they see white people passing by, they stand beside the white people wearing thick jackets as though they were in the freezing weather, and then they take pictures close to those people who are like from a foreign country, like white people, any other person. But then they take pictures mostly with white people like around. So that it's so convincing when they send pictures back home and say, hey, I'm in Canada, I'm in France. People actually believe them because they see white people in the background of their pictures. So those who have family members back at home, they actually make you call your family members and then ask them for money. And these phone calls are monitored, and whatever you say to them is being monitored. So there's nothing you can say, hey, I'm in danger, rescue me or anything, because they are standing there looking at you, making the call, even WhatsApp messages. Imagine leaving your country, telling your family members, hey, I'm going to Canada, I'm traveling to anywhere in Europe, France, what have you, and they actually believe you. And getting to this situation, you are already highly invested, because this is about thousands of dollars that has been taken from you just to do whatever scam they want to do. So far as you are invested, sometimes personally, I can be that kind of person whereby I am so motivated that if I put my heart and money in something, I really want to see it go. And I really want to see this project I am doing to the end. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but at that moment you are heavily invested and you feel like there's no way you let this thing fail. So you push harder and harder just to see the results of what you have actually put in. And at the end of the day, the way Africa is, or the way Ghana is, I know more about Ghana, I wouldn't say the whole of Africa. The way Ghana is, if you are leaving the country and you're going to like, let's say Canada or wherever, if you're going abroad, there's so much expectation coming from you, and you will be very embarrassed to say, okay, I'm going back empty-handed and saying that, hey, I was scammed. First of all, even going back is not an option, because the way they put you in under lockdown, there's no way you can say I want to go back and risk getting yourself back home and telling them you've been scammed and this is the situation that you went through. It's really hard, and the embarrassment is a lot. These scammers, they convince you to refer people from your family or anybody, any best friend you know, anyone who trusts you actually, and they let you to refer them. They say, okay, bring like this amount of people, and then that through that your commission or whatever makes your opportunity stronger. So you have the high hopes that they actually are going to take you somewhere, like they're going to take you to Canada or France or wherever they've promised you. So they're giving that kind of assurance, but with that assurance comes with a price. They tell you, hey, you have to bring like your family member, your cousin, your brother, your sister, because they trust you the most. Your mother actually, some people actually go as far as their parents, and they trust you the most. So no matter what you say, they're going to understand and believe you. They are forced to live under unbearable conditions, unlivable conditions. Trust me, I think even if it's in the prison, you get better feeding and services than what they do for you in these hostels and campuses that they actually camp these people. And it's really sad. These people come back home very malnourished. It really saddens my heart. These people have to lure people into their scam, and it's also hard for them to just get any other person into the scam. It's not everybody who is that caliber. So getting people to even fall in such scam is also hard, and they are kept in there malnourished. They don't get food to eat. This is really sad. It has to be given the light, and I applaud the Ghana police for doing such a job, because if this was how they were able to rescue other people from other countries like Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, and other countries, this Qnet scheme, this Ponzi scheme will be eradicated as soon as possible. I'm really excited to hear that the Ghana Police Service has been able to catch a number of people who are involved in this Qnet scam, and also to free 110 victims. I'm so happy. So, speaking of which, a cousin of mine fell for this scam. He'd call back home always asking for money. Little did we know that he was under this same Ponzi scheme. Until later, he had to confess. He gathered all his life savings, thousands of dollars, and someone tricked him that they are going to take him to France. So for about weeks to a month, nobody heard from him, and everybody was concerned and worried, thinking that he's not he's unalived or something. Then finally we heard from him. It was really sad, because when we heard from him, we were thinking that maybe because it's really stressful when you are working outside the country. It's not flexible like how it is when you're working in Ghana. We were actually excited to hear from him. Mostly he would call asking for money, and then the money was wired to him because we wanted the best for him. And what was surprising was he'd ask for Ghana cedis, and we thinking that he was outside the country. Ghana cedis is not what they use outside the country, and Ghana cedis would have to send it through his mobile money number. Not knowing his phone calls, text messages were heavily monitored. So later we realized that this was what was going on, and we've heard about it, so we wanted him to tell the truth. He would call and say hello to his sister, and then his sister asked him, "How are you doing? Is everything okay? I've heard about this. If it is what you are going through, please, you can tell me. There's no shame in it. Tell me the truth, and we can see how we can help you." He never answered, he never told the truth on the first time. He kept calling several times, and then two to three times he had to confess in a secretive way, not knowing. You can't blame these people. As he's making this phone call, somebody is standing right beside him, not knowing he was at Cote d'Ivoire, and it's a French-speaking country. Unfortunately, he never spoke any French, so even if he has to go out and then look for help, he cannot even communicate to anybody about it. He has no phone. Mind you, he has no phone. He has no passport. He has no form of identity. And nobody would come to his rescue unless he finds his way out. So one day, he got to know one of the security men guarding the campus. And then the security man told him he can help him to escape the place, but he has to bring an amount of money. So as time went on, making phone calls with his cousin of mine, then he told his sister, "This is the amount of money they need. This man is going to help me to escape." And then she was like, "Okay, so far as that's the money you need and to help you to escape, I will send you the money without hesitation." So she sent the money, and I think about 2 weeks time he was free. This guy was fair in complexion when he was in Ghana before leaving. When he came back, he had lost his complexion, and then he was really malnourished. If you see him, you would cry knowing who this person was. And for him, as of now, this experience has scarred him. He's unable to even do anything on his own. he has to go through therapy, obviously. Please, guys, let's be very careful about these scams that are going on in Africa. I know it's hard in Africa. People are lucky to get out of the situation. But please be careful. You should be able to see these scams. It's a big red flag if you actually see it and hear about it. There are many ways to escape poverty. There are many ways to leave the country without being scammed. Please be careful and beware. I know for a fact that life in Africa is hard, but it's not everyone's destiny to travel outside the country or even to travel to an English-speaking country. Some people can really make it big in Africa. Everybody and their destiny, and I'm hoping that nobody else gets into this scam. I'm really praying and hoping that the police in different countries in Africa should be able to spot out these Qnet people, these scammers, wherever they are hiding, their hiding places, and rescue and arrest every single person who is involved in this Qnet scam. I would like to end on this note, and I wouldn't want to talk so much about this issue. I really want to keep it short and concise. So if you've reached the end of this video, thank you very much for listening to me, and then I would like you to comment, subscribe, and then like. Thank you very much for watching my video. God bless you. Ciao.